How many of us like to be watched? How many of you like to be watched? Imagine somebody just in your house or in your space, wherever you go, just watching you all the time. You're in the bathroom and somebody's there watching you. Sounds kind of creepy. You're in the kitchen, you're cooking and somebody's there watching you. You're at the dining table, you're sitting down and you're eating, and imagine somebody there watching you. You may get a little frustrated, you may get a little aggravated, and be like, why are you watching me? Stop look at me though, skipper. Relax. Stop watch me. Usually when you go to a business place, you will see cameras that are set up. And usually they would have a sign that would say 24-hour surveillance, which means that all 24 hours of each day, that camera is on and is able to see who did what, when they did it, and even how they did it. That word surveillance is defined as watch kept over a person, group, or activity. Watch kept over a person, group, or activity. I come to inform us today and let us know and remind us that we are under a different and a special kind of surveillance. I call it divine surveillance. We are under divine surveillance. And I remember that topic used as one of our conventions for church. We are under divine surveillance. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 3 tells us, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, God is looking and God is watching you. In the wee hours of the morning, in the broad sunlight of the day, and even the dark times at night, God sees you. You are under divine surveillance. There's nothing that is hidden from God. There's nothing that can be hidden from God. I remember as a younger boy coming up, we would be outside playing hide and seek and stuff like that. You usually hide from the person in order for them not to find you. And they may walk past the place that we are hiding and not see us. But we can't hide from God. If there's one thing that we cannot do, we cannot hide from God. God's eyes, as it says here in Proverbs, are in every place, looking and seeing, keeping watch over what is good and evil. Even at night when you're sleeping, God is wide awake because he never sleeps. As Psalm 121 verses 3 to 4 tells us, he will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. God never sleeps. God never sleeps. But rather, while we are sleeping, he is there and he is keeping watch over us. He's there and he's protecting us. There's nothing that is done on this earth that is not seen by God, whether good or whether evil. Nothing can be hidden from God. So as we go from our day-to-day basis, as we go about on a day-to-day basis, doing our different plans and whatsoever, we are under divine surveillance. God is there and he's watching us and he's protecting us and he's guiding us. He's seeing everything that we are doing. When we think that we are hiding from people, God sees us. We may hide from man, but we can't hide from God. As 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 9 tells us, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to give support to those whose heart is blameless toward him. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to give strong support to those whose heart is blameless toward him. God sees everything. His eyes run to and fro through all the earth. And if you need strength today, Whatever you need, whatever state you are in, you are under divine surveillance. You are seen by God. You may not be seen by man, but you are seen by God. The nights that you've cried and you've worried, you are seen by God. You are under divine surveillance. You are spotted. You are spotted by God. All the mistreatment that you've been getting, it seems like if it's being passed by man, but God takes record of it and He will help. Beloved, we are under divine surveillance. That serves as encouragement, and that serves as something to take heed to, because we can't hide from God. So be encouraged and also be warned that we are under divine surveillance. We are being watched and we are being kept, and we are seen by the Almighty, ever living, ever true, holy, omnipotent, omniscient God. We are under divine surveillance.